for Jackie Dumpson. Check it out. Now, they're telling me hip-hop changed. A culture which used to have rigid rules, somewhat of an intact moral fiber code of conduct, to which respect could be given to a soul figure which evolved from what started out in the park to become a MC, a master of ceremony. I mean, it's a difference between what we call a rapper and an MC. I mean, it's a difference even when we try to go as far as talking about a lyricist. But these days, bars are inconsequential. I mean, it's usually just speed bumps along a hot beat. And if there was dope lyrics, I mean, we really don't give a fuck who wrote them, as long as the person who said them just kind of seems cool saying it, all right? Now, if you really want to be 100% honest, right? Rap has always been pro wrestling, just with music. I mean, it's a culture which was built off idealistic facades, while corporations and rappers themselves pad their pockets with money. All right, it's WWE. It's supposed to look real. It's supposed to feel real. But in reality, when the stakes are that high, millions, if not billions of dollars, you don't just play it by ear or wig it. Especially when you're controlling the entire show. You actually script it and you rig the game. And that's what rap is now. Andre 3000, which is a veteran rapper, one of the legendary MCs in the game. Now, the only critique I've ever had about him is him introducing flexible clothing and not putting out enough music. But he must have been in a coma, because he kind of had like a eureka moment. He's like, what is going on? Now, he returned on Frank Ocean's album with a solo rap, and he rapped about finding out that the dopest rappers now weren't writing most of the raps he thought they were. Now, again, I'm not going to assume who he's talking about, but you could probably already keep in mind rappers like Dr. Dre, Diddy, Drake, Kanye have all used writers. Now, this is what he said. He says, after 20 years in, I'm so naive, I was under the impression that everyone wrote their own verses. It's coming back different, and yeah, that shit hurts me. I'm humming and whistling to those not deserving. I'm stumbled and lived every word. Was I working just way too hard? Now, the unfortunate and sad truth is that, Andre, you've been working way too hard, all right? Again, we found out, and again, a lot of people want to point the fingers at Drake. Listen, now we know niggas are using writers, but people have used writers for a long time, and that's not excusing what Drake has done, but I think it's a reality check and kind of like a shift in where the culture is going, where, nigga, if you don't have a team of writers, given the fact that most people don't give a fuck, because after getting exposed that he had writers, people didn't care, after figuring that out, if you're a rapper coming up and you just trying to get the money, everybody says they don't give a fuck about rap. They're just in it for the money anyway, right? If you just trying to get on, you just trying to get to the money, you might as well get a team of writers. So unfortunately, Dre, I know it took you a lot of time to pen your verses and all that. But again, man, these writing teams, these writing squads, these sweatshops, they are abolishing that old method, man. Again, hip-hop has changed, man, but hip-hop has always been a facade. Listen, man, I could tell you a lot of rappers who used to use writers back in the day. Of course, we don't look at all of them as lyricists. Of course, most of them don't claim to be the best with the pen, as, say, a Drake has. But still, man, this has been going on forever, and I'm surprised that Andre 3000 has just recognized this. But again, man, a lot of people who are elder statesmen in hip-hop, they kind of see it, and especially if they've worked that diligently and that hard in creating and crafting their own bars, they're looking and they're like, wow, you're telling me that I put in all this work by myself, and this guy who's enlisting the help of like dozens of people is going to definitely lap me, and people might think in the end that he's better than me. But in reality, he has a whole team of people rocking with him, and I did it by myself. Again, hip-hop has changed. But again, it hasn't changed that much because this has been going on. We just never seen a nigga like this. All right? What do you guys think about this, man? I think he makes a fair point. Obviously, he did not go at any particular rapper. So he didn't go at Drake. He didn't go at Kanye. But you could use some common sense. You could figure out who he's talking about. Hey, man, hip-hop, it hasn't really changed that much. But I think we're just seeing really what it is now. Okay, it might be a change for the culture with how people go about crafting records, because niggas, if people realize that, and I do think, if I'm managing a new rapper right now, I'm telling him, dog, get a team of 5 dope writers. You need some writers. Get some writers, dog. Okay? Because the thing is, man, the stakes are so high, you don't want to just wing it. All right, man. You don't really just wait. But you guys get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe. Again, the key to not falling off, it appears, is getting writers that you could adopt and adjust to how hip-hop goes up, down, left, and right. All right? Get a comment box. Make sure you guys like. I want to hear you guys' opinion. I'm out.